Welcome to Aired Out, brought to you by Capitol Showplace Montpelier and Paramount Theater Barrie. At FGBtheaters.com, CW Print and Design in Barrie, at CWPrintDesign.com, Peak Entertainment, PeakDJ.com, Cruise Planners, your land and cruise experts. In Vermont, CruisePlanners.com, Donnybrook Fight Promotions of Williamstown, CBDCrave.com. Presented by CVTV, Public Access Channel 192 and 194, CVTV723.org, Fontaine Forestry and Millworks, Route 14 East Montpelier. Custom orders, rough, kiln dry, plain, tongue and groove, or shiplap. FontaineMillworks.com and Fly on the Wall Productions. Now, let's get aired out. All right, it's just about 5:45. We're live here, aired out on a Monday night. Good Columbus Day. It is the 14th. Our show tonight presented by Gauthier's Quality Grounds and Maintenance of Orange. Not just a job, but a passion. Residential and commercial, fully insured. You can find them on Facebook. Project Independence. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I am so excited to be working with them. We're going to do some great things together and going to be airing out all of the remarkable things they do for our community. Active adult daycare services right here in the heart of Barrie and North Main Street in the Granite City, operated in partnership with Gifford Retirement Communities. PIBarrie.org to learn more on what you might be missing out on. Fontaine Forestry and Millworks of East Montpelier. They're serving up custom orders, rough cut, planed, tongue and groove, shiplap, kiln-dried, native lumber, hemlock bark mulch by the yard or the bag. It's a great time to get over there. They're on Route 14, just over by Bragg Farm. Get your bark mulch and get that autumn landscaping project underway. You can see this beautiful table here in front of us. This was hand cut by Mark Fontaine himself, and I absolutely love it still so much. I just gawk at it every time I see it. Fly on the Wall Productions, of course, and CVTV, Central Vermont Television, your local cable channel 192 and 194, CVTV723.org. Shout out to, of course, our supporting sponsors, Peak Entertainment, Donnybrook Fight Promotions, FGB Theaters, CW Print and Design, Cruise Planners. Donna Sherman's going to be on with me soon. I know I've been promising that for a while, but she is going to be on the show here, yourvoyageplanner.com and on Facebook. Wednesday night, this coming, day after tomorrow, October 16th, another free course being offered up over at Capstone Community Action right here in the Granite City, record keeping and tax planning. So save the date. Make plans to attend and get in touch with them over at Capstone to reserve your spot. Of course, the Wheels for Warmth tire sale is coming up on the 26th, and they are collecting all kinds of tires right now. The pre-collection checkpoints that they have, Richard Wabi and some folks from Capstone, including Sue Minter, are going to be joining me on the show, I think on the 23rd, just a few days before Wheels for Warmth. Also, quick note here, Chad Hollister, Saturday night, November 9th, Barrie Opera House. So proud to be connected with Chad. God love this man. He is such a remarkably talented performer, singer, songwriter, and he's going to be up there gracing the stage at the Barrie Opera House on November 9th. Again, it's a Saturday night. Do not miss this show. I'm telling you, no matter where you are, make your way to Barrie on Saturday night, November 9th, for Chad Hollister and his 10-piece band. He's going to blow the roof off that place. Music notes. We have the final date for Fleetwood Mac's sold-out world tour. It has just been announced the band is planning to end their year-long tour at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, November 16th. I think we were chatting about this a little bit last time. They've spanned 8 countries and done over 80 shows. The tickets went on sale last Friday. So if you're a Fleetwood Mac fan, catch them while you can. News from Hollywood, Alex Trebek saying that his battle with pancreatic cancer I see tonight could be ending his run of the game show. He just did an interview with Canada's CTV. 79 years old. He said he's going to continue doing the show as long as his skills don't diminish, adding that they've already started to decline. And he explained that chemo has caused sores in his mouth, and he has had some trouble enunciating and slurring words at times. So he says he's not afraid of dying and has lived a good life, a full life, and what an attitude to have, Alex Trebek. We love him. What's whack tonight? We have a London bar. Get this, they're offering a novel way to drink whiskey. They've developed a cocktail capsule that is made from edible seaweed with the ingredients inside. This sounds absolutely disgusting. You simply bite and release the liquor into your mouth with no need for a glass. They kind of look a little bit like the Tide detergent pods, which social media is having some fun with right now. This all was at the London Cocktail Week, which just ended yesterday. Wow. Hope you're doing all right tonight. I have with me a incredible guest, a guy by the name of Sal Crescenti. He's a Philadelphia photographer who is making a name for himself across New England, and it was with great pleasure that I introduce him to the airwaves tonight on YouTube and here on Central Vermont Television. Sal, hello, and thanks for coming on, my man.
How you doing, JD? Thanks for having us.
This is freaking awesome that you're here, dude. We've been talking for a couple of months now about having you on. I got to say, man, you're the first photographer that I've had on Aired Out. Hopefully not the last.
I hope so. Hope to come back, too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So what's your story? So you and I met a couple of months ago.
Yep.
You've come up here to New England from Philadelphia.
Yep.
So first of all, what do you think of New England? How do you like it up here in Vermont?
It's beautiful. I'm not quite used to the snow up here. We got snow down in Philly.
Right. Nothing like this.
Nothing like Vermont. No.
This will be your second winter here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you live up on top of a mountain, right up there next to God.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So it's you guys get nailed up there.
Yeah. The that snowdrift. It just comes from both directions and just nails us.
One of the pictures that I posted up on Facebook today was a stellar shot that you took with your drone, which is right here on the table. I can't believe you got that shot with that drone. It's so remarkable to me. And and Billy, our producer, is going to be clicking all kinds of buttons tonight. But this is a winter scene that you shot from your drone, looking straight down at the trees.
Yeah. So Billy, number 29. But yeah. So it's actually last year I was unemployed for a while. So after the first couple snows, I was like, hey, those trees look pretty cool. I wonder what they look like from looking straight down at them.
Yeah.
Got the drone out there and flew above the trees and just started snapping. And yeah, there it is. And
wow.
Yeah, it looks a lot like frost when you first look at it. Like
well, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was snowflakes or frost on your window when I first saw it.
So yeah, when you zoom in, it looks a lot like it is trees.
Right. Straight down.
Yep.
So you were up about how far?
Not too high.
Maybe 200 feet?
Not even. I was right above the trees.
Oh, really?
I was about 10 feet above the tree line. I was right above the trees.
Yeah.
So it was pretty close.
See, that's the kind of picture that, and this is why I think you're such a talented photographer, because certain pictures that I see that you shoot, I say I want more of the same kind. So when I see that shot, I want to see 5 or 6 others that are similar to that from maybe different angles or what have you. I love that picture, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
And by the way, we're gonna let's tell our listeners and our viewers that you're basically selling some of your pictures that
Yep.
some of your favorites that
Yep.
you've taken. You're going to be selling tonight on the show. We're going to give information on how people can buy them
Yep.
from you, and you'll get them printed up custom, or you've got some here that
Got
are
some
already
here,
framed.
yeah.
But if folks want to get a bigger size or whatever, you can take care of them. And
Absolutely.
how do we going forward here? How do we find you on social media?
Yeah, so on Facebook and Instagram, my business, I guess you can call it, is called Pick 333. So it's spelled PIC, the number 3, the word 30, and the number 3.
Okay.
333 is kind of a family number. That's always kind of stuck with me, so I kind of figured I'd make it part of my everyday life.
That's cool.
So.
You're a versatile photographer. You love landscapes, you love nature scenes, but you also do portraits.
Oh yeah.
Family portraits. You're capturing people, not just sitting there with a canvas behind them, but getting them in their natural scenery and in their natural behaviors as it's happening, which I think is fantastic. You just did that day before yesterday. You had a big shoot up in Corinth.
Yep. Yeah. So, unfortunately, we don't have one of those with us here, but yeah. So, a friend of mine that we work with, I actually went to her. She's a beautiful little boy, blue eyes, blonde hair.
Yeah.
And this time of year with the foliage and all the leaves changing,
Right.
I would love to get him in the leaves. Get some colors, that really awesome contrast.
God.
So I went to her, and ended up turning into a family photo shoot, which was great.
Yeah.
Got the 3 of them. Got some really beautiful colors. And this was peak weekend for the foliage, so it was amazing.
And the shots that I saw, and of course you can check them out over, I'm sure, on your Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
But the shots that I saw, just that cobalt blue sky against that orange and yellow contrast of the foliage and the green grass, all together is just stellar.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey Billy, can we bring up number 28? So this is actually a photo that I took yesterday.
Yeah.
In Woodstock.
Oh man, where do you see this shot?
So this is a farm called Sleepy Hollow Farm.
And this is picture 28.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep, so that one there.
Sleepy Hollow Farm.
Sleepy Hollow Farm. Yep. So it's become kind of an internet sensation over the past year or two. It's been all over Instagram, all over Facebook. Photographers from all over the area have been coming out and photographing this spot.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but there's a gate right there that people can't pass through.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. There's cameras, all that kind of stuff. So this is, if you look at photos, this is pretty much the angle you're going to get from this place. There's a road that goes all the way up. You can look down at different angles, but this is the big angle that all the photographers out there are getting. But the foliage and the colors this past weekend were incredible.
See, if I were to leave Vermont, if I were to move and go anywhere, I would love to have that picture with the vibrancy of that color. I would love to take that picture with me to remind me of what I'm missing in Vermont. I mean, it's days like that right there, which was Saturday, right?
It was yesterday. Sunday, yep.
It's days like that right there where I look at that picture and I can smell the leaves fermenting.
Oh yeah.
I can feel the crisp air, and I love to take a day like that and just get on my motorcycle, my dirt bike, and just find some backcountry roads up in the hills and just putt along.
Yeah.
Is the best.
That's what this road was. A lot of, actually, the one part that we parked at actually was a mile down the road, and they were doing road construction.
Wow.
We ended up parking on the side of the road, walking down a mile, and the road was just empty. It was beautiful.
Isn't that something else?
And you just walk down the road, and it was all all the colors, and I was just snapping up a storm.
This time of year, man, you get that canopy that's over. It's almost like you're driving through like an orange tunnel.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Down south has the Spanish moss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And up here, they have those beautiful orange. There's orange leaves are just
Yeah.
incredible this time of year.
Now, will you shoot? You've shot a couple of weddings too.
Yeah.
You'll do weddings.
I'll do weddings. I'll do engagements. I did this. I was just up in Acadia in August and did a kind of a pretty awesome proposal. Billy, can we bring up number 27, please?
The Acadia National Park is, any photographer knows Acadia National Park, and if they haven't been there, it's a must.
It's a must.
It's
Absolutely.
an absolute must.
Well, next one.
The next one, Billy. Yeah,
There we
right
go.
there. Yeah. So these are two people that you met on the shoreline of Acadia National Park back in July. August.
Yep.
And look at that.
Yeah. So this was a really awesome story. My family and I, all of us are in Maine, just walking along this coastline, and we sit down to have some lunch. Right before start snapping pictures of the coastline, and this guy on his knee over here comes up to me and goes, "Hey, do you mind taking a quick photo for us?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." He hands me his cell phone and
Smart guy.
Gets very close to me and goes, "Hey, just keep snapping when you're done. I'm about to propose." I'm like, "Well, I'm a photographer from Philly. I've got my camera here. You've got a choice. I can use my camera, get the photos to you, later on tonight, or, we'll take them with your phone. You'll have them right away. It's up to you." And he goes, "Oh, that's awesome. Take them with your camera."
Oh, yeah. That's what I would have decided.
I gave him back his phone. His now fiance is looking at me like I have six heads. Why are you not taking his phone? Why are you not taking our picture? I take my photo, my camera up, start snapping for them. 3, 2, 1, start clicking. And I was like, "Okay, guys." And he turns around, reaches into his backpack, and I just start snapping like crazy. And he proposes right there. And, obviously she said yes. Well, cool story. We're now in October. That was August. I just got an email from him and reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm not sure if you remember us. We're the people you took photos of in Acadia. Would you mind doing our engagement photos?" So we are currently in the discussion about when I'm going to go down to Philly. They're actually from Philly too. Small world.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and we're gonna get their engagement photos done, and hopefully their wedding photos.
Yeah,
too.
I was going to say, what about the actual wedding itself?
Yep. Yeah. So we're kind of discussing all the possibilities, and I'm going to be down there in November. So hopefully while I'm down there,
That's so cool, man.
we'll get those shots.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of Acadia, of course, I've gone to Acadia so many times, mostly as a kid. My family, we used to go there almost every summer and take a week vacation. So I grew up going to Acadia frequently, and it's such a special place to me. You got some stellar shots. When you came back from Acadia, I kind of wanted to almost move into your house for a week or so and kick Laura right out of there, just so that I could chew your ear off. You got some amazing shots.
Yeah.
What about the you show your choice here of Acadia.
Let's bring up, what is that? I think it's number 6. Number 6, I think.
Is that the
Bring up number
lighthouse
6.
shot?
No,
Which of course
No.
we have right here,
we do. We have it on the table.
which everyone can see. But
Yeah,
oh,
this guy.
All right,
So this is a cool shot.
that's
so
Jordan
this is
Pond,
Jordan Pond. Yep, north and south bubbles are in the back there.
which you hiked one of those.
Yep, hiked North Bubble, which was beautiful. Looking down, seeing there's a restaurant behind where I'm taking this photo now.
Yeah,
So JD, take a look at this photo.
yeah.
What time of day is this? What time of day is this photo taken?
I'm gonna go late morning,
Late morning.
maybe early afternoon.
Okay. So no. So if you look at
Early morning.
early morning, no.
Okay.
So why do you say early morning?
I'm just looking at the light on the reflecting off the rocks
Okay.
and the light in the sky.
Okay. So this was taken 11:30 at night.
What?
Yeah, 11:30 at night. If you take a look at the top left-hand side of the photo, you're actually going to see stars up there. This was taken with a full moon in the sky and a 30-second exposure. It lit up the entire area. I was shocked.
That was
when I saw
11:30 at night, right there.
11:30 at night. Yep. I was shocked when I saw this photo after I snapped it. Wasn't expecting anything.
So it got the stars.
Yep.
That is crazy, Sal. I have never seen anything like that.
Yep. So 11:30 at night that was taken, and back where the bubbles are, where the mountains are, there were loons back there screaming or calling or whatever they were. And I was with my mom, and I thought she was gonna have a heart attack because of the sounds that they were making.
Yeah.
But they were beautiful, haunting calls. 11:30 at night, it's pitch black. You put your hand out in front of you, you can't see anything in front of your hand, except for with that full moon that was coming up.
So what was so if I were with you when you saw that picture, when it came out, what would I have seen as a reaction? What did you do?
I just
was it like the Philadelphia Eagles had just scored a touchdown?
Yeah. Yep.
How did you react?
It was just kind of one of those oh shit moments.
Yeah.
Snap the photo, and I've got one of those a remote for it.
Yeah.
You press the remote, and you're not even touching the camera.
Yes.
Any kind of camera shake with a 30-second exposure, you're going to get camera shake. Yeah. So I have it on the tripod with the remote, and I just step back.
Yeah.
I heard the shutter open, the shutter close. I came back, took a look at the photo, and
right away.
Oh, right away. Yeah, it looked just like that on my camera.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like,
you just nailed it.
Yeah, I just captured that, which was nuts.
Wow,
one of the coolest shots. In Acadia, I've been doing photography for 11 years. I have never experienced photography or settings like Acadia. It was remarkable.
Yeah.
I could go back a million times and not get everything up there.
You could go back, seriously, you could go back to Acadia tomorrow and spend 4 weeks there
Easily.
And never get bored.
Yep, easily. They've
For
got
1
the puffins
second.
up there. They've got, God knows how many lighthouses up there.
Yeah, speaking of lighthouses, man, we got to show this.
Yeah.
This picture. Does Billy have this one too?
Yeah. Number 3.
And Sal has these photographs available for sale right here. They're framed. Yep. We'll let you know pricing and all that coming up here in just a little bit. But look at that.
This is Bass Harbor Lighthouse. And
Jeez,
you can't see them in this photo, but I have about 75 people behind me.
Trying to get the same shot.
Trying to get the same shot, trying to see this sunset.
Waiting.
Waiting. There was a line of cars trying to get into this parking lot, and my stepdad was with me. Thankfully, he was with me, and he was driving. And I was like, "I'm getting out. You can wait in line, but I'm running."
Good for you. You have to be like that.
Yep.
If you're a photographer, you have to be like that.
So I ran. I had all my gear with me, my camera, my tripod.
Good for you.
All that stuff. And
I would have been right next to you, brother.
Yep. And I stood there for an hour and a half. Got eaten alive by the mosquitoes.
Doesn't matter.
But hour and a half just snapping, like every minute, if that, and just snapping. And that photo is actually called an HDR photo, and so was the Sleepy Hollow farm.
Okay.
It's 5 photos put into one. It overexposes 2 photos, correctly exposes the one, underexposes 2 photos. You put them all together, and it makes it really pop.
Color-wise, vibrancy-wise.
Vibrancy, sharpness.
That's amazing.
So both of those photos it's called an HDR photo, where the camera will actually, it's like bracketing, and the camera will actually put take the photos, then in editing you'll put them all together.
How many pictures did you take in Acadia National Park?
3,000. 3,000 photos.
Do you have another one that you can share
from Acadia?
with us from Acadia? And you got some incredible water shots and sailboats and.
Let's bring the sailboat one up. Number 1.
Picture number 1, and thanks to Billy for doing a great job.
So yeah, this was we were just waiting for dinner. There's a restaurant right behind where I was taking this.
Yeah.
Right behind me, and I was just waiting there, and I was like, wow, it's beautiful out. This is actually the background of my phone right now. And I love this shot. It's just
Sure.
nice and, it's a simple shot.
Simple.
One sailboat by itself on the dock. It's just, I love it.
Yeah.
And then number 2, we can go to the next one here too. This guy was really cool. So you've been to Bar Harbor, you know about the bar that forms from
Sure.
Bar Harbor to Bar Island.
Yep.
Well, we're walking along the bar and we find this little crab. He's out of the water, and he was stuck there.
This is the next picture.
This is the next picture, number 2. Yep. There he is.
Look at that.
And he was cool. We had to move quick because he was out of water. So it was my stepdad, my brother, and I, and we're all just kind of standing there. And I'm like, hey, I got to take a photo. Bar Island is behind him. That's the island that you see back there.
Right.
And for those of you that don't know, the bar in between Bar Harbor and Bar Island is a piece of land that's underneath the water during high tide.
Yes.
Once low tide comes along, all the water recedes.
Yeah.
And there's a bar that you can walk across.
You got a narrow window, too.
Yep, very narrow window. And this guy was just chilling there, and I walked right up to him, snapped his photo. We picked him up, put him back in the water, and he swam off.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Did you lay down on the ground to get that shot?
No. Actually, my camera, the LCD lens on it,
Yeah.
flips around.
Yep.
Like comes out, flips around, and I just got right down, flipped the LCD so I could see it. And
I love it.
yeah.
I love it.
So that's another good one from Acadia.
Any other Acadia shots?
We've got quite a few. You want the double exposure one?
Yeah. Run that.
Let's bring up number 5, I think. Yeah, number 5.
5, Billy, if you have it. So this is also Acadia National
This is
Park.
also Acadia. This is also the bubbles as well.
Yeah.
This is where.
Look at that.
And this was an accident. So a lot of times when you're taking night shots, you need to zoom all the way in to something to focus it.
Yeah.
And I forgot to, I zoomed all the way in, focused on the bubble, started the shutter, and I forgot to zoom back out. I was like, oh shit. Like, ran back over to my camera, zoomed out, and that's the scene that we got. And cameras, you can actually, there's a setting where you can do this, and the camera will do it for you.
Yeah.
And this was a complete accident. Didn't mean to do this, and I did it manually, which I was like, holy crap. So I will remember this technique for the future.
It's so fun, man.
Yeah. It's a fun shot.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Um,
Any other Acadias
I don't think
that we
there's
have?
any more.
You got another.
You want to do the night one there?
Right there. There
Yep.
it is, right there.
Yep. So same
Look at
setting.
that.
Yep. So these photos are pretty much taken all within 2 hours of each other. All of these Jordan Pond photos were all taken within a few, within about an hour, 2 hours of each other.
Jordan Pond. That's the kind of place where I could go and just sit there for hours.
And I did.
Just hours.
It was amazing. It was really incredible. Yep.
So you've also back here in Vermont, and we've got a lot of pictures. Well, we've got 2 here on the table, but you've taken some shots of insects and wildlife. Tell me about this ladybug shot.
The ladybug, yeah.
Picture number what? What is that? 7?
Yeah, number 7, I think. Yeah, number 7. Yep.
Look at that.
So that was at work. I actually think you were with me.
I was.
And you're like, hey, Sal, like, come over and look at this ladybug. I had my camera with me, and, of course, it comes out automatically. And I just got lucky. I got lucky that it turned out this way.
Well, also lucky that the angle of the sun is bringing out the vibrancy of the red.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you had any kind of shadow in there, you would have lost that red. I mean, it looks almost fake.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so cool. And then same day,
the caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
That's number 8. Yeah.
Same day. I think it was the same plant.
I think it was.
And the green is so cool too.
I know.
It's not just the red, but it's the contrast is amazing.
Yeah, the ladybug. The ladybug was really, really cool. And getting it going from one leaf to another was really, really cool.
Sure.
I was kind of watching him for a few minutes because I was watching him get to the edge.
Yeah.
And he starts like kind of like wiggling, like trying to feel for the next leaf.
Yeah. Right.
And finally makes contact with it, and it just kind of hung there. It was pretty cool looking.
Does Billy have what is it? Picture number 8.
Number 8. Yep.
Number 8 is the caterpillar
there he
shot.
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
Once again, I mean, sunlight coming in at the right angle. Look at that.
Yeah, it worked out pretty cool.
That's so amazing.
Thank you.
And then you had tell us a story, and Billy will pull it up. You tell him what number. About you went to the winery over in Northfield. You had Laura with you.
Yep.
And by the way, did she get into the sauce a little bit that day? just a little.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But you guys,
Just kind of right out there.
you had a great time.
Yeah,
but
we did.
When you came out of the, I can't remember the name of the winery you were at.
Neither can I. Maybe I got into the sauce too.
Yeah, maybe you did.
Yeah.
Tracks.
Yep, something track.
Tracks.
I don't remember
Anyway,
what it was called. Yep.
it'll come to us.
Yep.
You came out, and there were some flowers there.
Yeah.
Well, you tell the story.
Yeah, there's some sunflowers, and we actually saw them first on the way into the place, and we decided to drink first, and then go out and take some photos. Which I'm surprised that I actually got good photos out of it, to be honest. And we walked up to the sunflowers, and she starts holding a flower in her hand. And Billy, let's bring up number 9. And all of a sudden, this bee comes up and lands right on the flower that she's holding. You can actually see part of her hand in the bottom right-hand corner.
To the bottom right, yeah.
And he's just kind of chilling there, going through all the pollen. And he was really cool and super, just doing what he does.
And look at him. He's covered
in pollen.
Yep.
It's one of the shots we have here today, too. One of the printouts.
Yeah, right here. Right here. Look at this.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, to see the pollen up close like that is so amazing.
It worked out pretty, and I didn't even use a macro lens. Like a lot of times, if you use a macro lens, you can really get, really, amazing sharpness and clarity. And that was just my regular lens on there, yeah.
My gosh. What else? I know you went to the balloon festival.
Yeah, went to the balloon festival.
There's some great balloon festivals, man. There's
There
Queechy.
really are. Yep.
But you went to Stowe.
Yep. The Snowflake Balloon Festival.
I remember when you went there. I wasn't with you, but I remember saying, Sal is snapping like a madman right now.
I did.
Because I knew what the weather was.
Yep.
I could see the sky. I had envisioned what you were catching.
The sky was amazing. It was nice and blue, clear, not a cloud in the sky. It was amazing. We got there super early. Wasn't as crowded as we were expecting, which was really nice.
Yeah.
And even if it was, they're in the sky. Like it's
sure.
It was pretty simple. But yeah, we've got like 4 photos with us. So let's bring up number 22. So this first one was really
this past July.
Yep. So just that blue on blue, I love it.
Blue on blue.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. And when you look close, you can actually see the people in the right here.
Yeah, you can see him in the basket.
Yeah, you can see them in the basket, which was really cool. This guy right here. I'm blocking myself. There we go.
Look at that.
Yeah, so worked out really nice. We can go to the next one, number 23. I was kind of getting a little bit worried here when they start bumping into one another. I was like, okay, are they going to hurt themselves? Are they going to hurt each other or what? Like, I've never really been around a festival like this was as many air balloons. But they were cool. They all were bumping into each other. They were all, took off in the space of a football field. So they were pretty close.
What I love about these shots is, like you just mentioned, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Sometimes you can have a shot like this, and if you have one cloud in it, or two or three clouds in it, the cloud itself, although it adds more color to the picture with some white contrast, the cloud itself can serve as a distraction.
Oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
have zero distractions
Yep,
here.
none. And then
It looks fake.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does. And this next one with the 3, yeah.
Wow.
Again, like there was no clouds. They're all just kind of, and they were just kind of chilling there. Like it was beautiful. Like they would just hover there and just kind of glide. I was really jealous that I wasn't up in one of them. Maybe next year. But yeah, it was beautiful. It was an awesome experience. I've always seen hot air balloons in Philly. Like you'll see one here and there when you're out in the country of Philadelphia or Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But nothing like out here. And
So
then,
some of your more, and I think that's it for what you have for balloon shots, but some of your more abstract shots. Oh, look at that! I forgot about that.
Yeah, that one too. Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
Billy, thanks for bringing that one up.
Thank you, yeah.
I think of your balloon pictures, that's probably my most favorite.
Yeah, that's looking straight up underneath one.
The symmetry of it is amazing. You're right. You're perfectly underneath it.
I got real dizzy by doing that.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
But it was fun. It was a cool experience, and then we grabbed lunch afterwards. It was a nice day.
Once again, I mean, no cloud,
Yep.
no other distractions around the picture. That is fantastic. That's I see that and I say, money shot.
Yeah. I hope.
That's so cool, Sal. Your abstract stuff, is amazing. You were a photographer at a car show, this past summer, and we had a 1936 Ford Phaeton.
Yep.
Owned by Newton Wells of Stowe, and he drove in with this car, and a lot of people were taking photographs of the outside of the car, but you got in the car, and picture number 26, I think,
The steering wheel.
picture number 26
Let's see.
is so cool.
Yep.
You got the gauges in the background, and I saw that shot, and I'm like, oh my God, Sal.
That show was incredible.
Yeah, it was.
And this car was amazing.
Yeah.
There's a photo out there somewhere of me actually in the driver's seat, which is amazing too.
I've got the photo. If you want to buy it, I have it. I'll sell it to you.
Maybe we can trade.
Yeah. No. Sure.
Okay.
Some of your drone shots that you've taken. You just did a big event down in Philadelphia.
Yep. I was. It was actually an amazing event. We can bring it up first.
Picture 30 and 31.
Okay.
Number 30.
Yep.
And 31.
It was actually an amazing event. I did it last year as well. It was for this really amazing foundation in Pennsylvania, and they're trying to kind of get further out. But it is called Super T's Mast Cell Foundation. Mast cell is a really awful disease that just kind of affects the whole immune system.
Yeah.
And it gets pretty bad. But this foundation kind of goes to, all the patients that have this. Well, this race, excuse me, was founded by a girl who had mast cell, passed away, but she founded this race as well, and it was called the Superhero Showdown. So it's all superhero themed.
Runners.
And, all the runners. Yep, and they're all dressed up as superheroes. And just this past, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, I went down to photograph it again, and they asked to get the drone up in the air. And this is a shot of the beginning of the race, of them starting off, and it was a 5K and a 15K, which was very cool to to be
Sure.
a part of again. And
Drone photography's taken off.
it really has.
It's
Yep.
it's not just people wanting to, and real estate companies wanting to photograph their properties to show what it looks like from an aerial view, but it's also, I mean, we have people getting hired out to get a drone up to examine towers
Yep.
and steeples.
Yep. Firefighters are using them now. Too.
Firefighters.
Yep.
Do you ever are you willing to shoot someone's property if if they want to hire you
Of
to do a
course.
drone shot?
Yep. The drones are really getting big now, like you said. My little one here,
Pick that drone up again. So
Yep, this guy
how
here.
what does that thing weigh?
Next to nothing.
Nothing.
I can put it in my pocket when I'm hiking and just go.
Can I see it?
Yeah, of course.
So this has the camera
Yep.
right in the front
In
here,
the front. Yep.
and that pivots up and down.
Up and
Look at
down,
that.
back and forth, and it's on a gimbal, so even if there's wind blowing that thing around, the shots will be steady. So it's pretty awesome. It's by a company called DJI. They're kind of the leaders in the drone market right now, and this thing is amazing. I take it with me every time I go for a photo shoot. I take it with me, even if I don't end up using it. There's a lot of places that are starting to say, "Hey, you can't fly here."
Right.
But I love this thing. I had it with me in Acadia. Couldn't use it because it's a national park. You can't fly
Yes.
over a national park. But
You so wanted to.
I wanted to more than anything. Absolutely.
And God bless Laura
Oh yeah.
for allowing you to have a drone. Any woman who allows their man to have a toy like this, and I might even say not a toy, in your case, a tool.
A tool. Yeah. Piece of equipment.
It's a piece of equipment.
Yeah.
What a great excuse. It's a piece of equipment. But I think that's so great, man, that you're shooting with drone. Was there another shot? I think
With the drone.
not that we have here. I mean, you've got a bunch.
I got a bunch.
On
Yeah.
Pick 333.
Yep. Instagram and Facebook.
On Instagram and Facebook. Portraits. You've got this great shot of this woman. I think it's picture number 36.
Yeah, the last photo. Yep.
And this is, when I see stuff like this, it makes me think of like album covers.
Yep. This is another really cool story too. I've got a lot of cool stories. This was taken in Michael's Arts and Crafts. So there was, for a long time, it was the Michael's photo challenge. So people would go out, photographers would go out with models, and they would take photos in Michael's and try to make it look like it was outside in
Really?
the garden, in the woods, whatever. So if you look at the leaves behind her,
Yeah.
those are leaves down the floral aisle in Michael's.
I would swear that picture was outside
Yep.
because of the lighting too.
Yep. So I got right up to her eye, used a nice prime lens, and it was
Your picture number 32 is one of, I'm guessing, is this an engagement?
with the two with him dipping her.
Yeah.
Yep, that's an engagement.
Engagement shot.
Yep, that was a really fun one. That was in Charleston. Again, mosquitoes were killing us, but it was very cool. And this was just kind of like a last minute type of thing. And hey, why don't you dip her? So he dipped her and snapped a shot.
I love it.
Yep.
What about picture 35 here? This is, I'm guessing, a wedding that you had done.
Yeah. Yep. So this is a friend of mine. We've known each other for years, since high school, since middle school. She asked me to do her wedding.
And those are shoes.
And those are shoes. Yeah, those are the heels. The back of the heels are the shoes, and her engagement ring in the middle.
How the hell did you get that ring to stay in between?
Next to impossible. No one else could be around in the room with me. And I set up the shoes and made the spot too small. And then as I pressed the ring down, it kind of fit itself in there. And there was a seam back there, too, on both of the shoes that I was able to kind of nudge it in there.
There's a shot that we don't have tonight that's one of my favorites that you've also done at a wedding with the bride's ring in a purple rose.
In the rose.
which
Yep.
is with the dew on it.
Yeah.
You walk around with a little spray bottle?
No, I didn't.
Come on.
It was the florist. He had just delivered the flowers, and I was standing right there.
Wow.
And I went up to the bride and I said, "Hey, can I see your ring?" And she's like, like, what do you want with the ring?"
Wow.
And I was like, just trust me, I'm gonna get a photo." So I took the ring, put it in the rose, and snapped it.
What was your experience like going down and taking photographs of the Eastern State Penitentiary?
That was amazing. The Eastern State Penitentiary is amazing. It's an hour from where I'm from where I grew up. So it's always been a place. Eastern State Penitentiary is an old prison in Philadelphia, massive penitentiary in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia, and it's abandoned but not abandoned. Like, you can tour it and
Yeah.
all that. But the paint's chipping and everything's rusting and it's beautiful. Unfortunately, again, I don't have a photo of that here.
Yeah, well, but you've got them.
They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook.
They're on your pick 33,
Yep.
333.
333. Yep.
Um,
Let's bring up the fire.
yeah,
the
30,
firefighters.
33 and 34.
Yeah. So this was another really awesome experience that I had for a long time in Warrenton, Pennsylvania, where I'm from. And a buddy of mine, he was a lieutenant there, reached out to me and said, "Hey, would you ever want to be a photographer for the fire department?" And I was like, "Yeah, like that sounds awesome." So went through all the training and everything, and this is a shot. This is actually during something called a burn, so they practice in fire, but it is a controlled environment, and all of the firefighters will go in, put the fire out, but it's controlled. The fire
Sure.
is a propane fire.
Look at that.
Yep.
How'd you get the blue? What's up with that?
Just the flashlights.
Isn't that cool?
It ended up being the way I had the settings all set up with, because I wanted the silhouettes of the firefighter with the fire behind it, and that's just ended up how it turned out with those
Jeez, man.
blue lights. Yeah.
Billy, pull up, if you would, picture number 13, which is this light bulb, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I love your abstract stuff, man. Look at that.
Yeah. So again, before, when we first moved up in Vermont, I was pretty bored. I didn't have a job yet. Laura, my girlfriend, she had a job. I was still looking for something. But those days that I didn't have a job, I would just be at the house, fooling around with different stuff. So this is
Dude.
the fireplace in the background.
I was going to ask you what the orange is.
Fireplace in the background, and the blue. Can you tell me what the blue is?
I'm going to guess the blue is a reflection of something from your camera, maybe a flash out of your camera.
It's the TV.
Wow, Sal.
Didn't plan for that to happen at all, but it's just a reflection of the TV. Yep.
That gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Hearing you say that.
So it was one of those like poetry moments, like sometimes ideas can set yourself on fire or stuff like that.
Oh.
And it just kind of, it was cool.
You love animals so
I
much.
do. I do.
Number 14, picture 14, which I think is like the one of the next shots. You do these incredible portraits of dogs.
Yeah. This is my buddy Dexter. This is my dog. I know I don't have Jake in here. Sorry, Lar. Jake is our other dog.
No disrespect to Jake.
But this is Dexter. This is my big guy. Again, at home, at the house, fooling around with a new lens that I got for Christmas.
Wow.
Fireplace in the background made for a good hair light, I guess, behind his head.
I love the black and white shots,
Yep.
and sometimes you see these photographs that have so much color in them, and they're so magnificent. But as an artist, you can look at a color photograph and say, I gotta see what that looks like, black and white.
Yep.
What about this picture number 15, which I think is the next one? What is that?
It was after a day of an ice storm up in Northfield. Everything was covered in ice, and I got all my snow gear on and started walking outside. And this is our blueberry bush,
Wow.
and just started snapping this leaf that was covered in ice. Turned out pretty cool.
Picture number 12 is a reminder of what's coming. What's coming
don't
soon.
bring this up. No, I'm not ready
that.
for this yet at all.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is the my neighbor's house. They've got a little, like a shed at the end of their property, and I was walking down our driveway, which is about the length of a football field. Excuse me. And it was just,
It's amazing.
winter wonderland. Yep.
Yeah. Picture 11 right next to it is water. And
Yep.
you love water shots.
Love water shots,
Especially with
Yep.
a little bit of foliage. And there's a house up there.
Yeah, there is a house up there. This is in Northfield too. This is actually on that road with all those covered bridges. I forget what the name of that road is. Right after the general store.
Yeah.
But the covered bridge is behind me, and I walked down to the water and started snapping. And this is one of the shots we got with the foliage back there. It's actually this time of year.
Another brook shot is picture number 10, which I think you said was right in your backyard. Right
Pretty
there.
much right down the street from us. Yeah.
Look at it.
And it was after a major, couple days of rain, and that water was just flowing.
And look at that green moss.
Yep.
Love it.
Hey,
Love it.
JD, you getting thirsty?
Yeah, I am getting thirsty, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I am. So, so what's the deal with you and Philadelphia? You're such a crazy Philadelphia fan.
I am.
So you brought a little special.
I did. Yeah,
Okay.
a little special treat from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So this is our drink. This is our switchback, but better.
Okay.
So it's a Yingling. It's a Yingling beer from Pennsylvania.
Now this first of all, where the hell did we get the name Yingling from? Come on, you ought to know.
I couldn't tell you. Probably a name.
Is it like a Indian name or something? Oldest
brewery in
brewery
in America.
in America.
Yep.
Is right here.
Right here. Yingling.
Try somebody.
Yep. Enjoy it.
I don't know if I've ever tried a Yingling before. Actually, I think I have with Frankie, who's
Oh, yeah.
incredibly jealous, by the way, if he's watching right
Here,
now.
yep.
So
Cheers.
cheers, my man. Thank you
Yeah, of course.
very
Enjoy.
much. So this is your America's oldest brewery. This is your beer.
And I've been waiting a long time to have one of these again. And when I was down shooting that race, I got myself 2 cases while I was down there. And
Pottsville.
Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Yep. Amazing brewery.
Very smooth.
Right? Yep.
Yeah, right there.
Yingling, yep.
Billy, our producer, did you bring one for him?
I should have. I know. I'm sorry, Billy. I didn't even think about that.
It's all right.
I owe you
man.
one.
Yingling.
Yingling. Yep.
Wow. Now, so speaking of Philadelphia and all this stuff, you guys are a bunch of whack jobs down there. No, I'm serious. With your pretzel fascination,
Yeah, pretzels and
more
cheese
pretzels
steaks and-
consumed by Philadelphians than anyone else on earth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why do you guys like the pretzels so much? I mean,
Because they're not cardboard like they are in Vermont. Yeah.
interesting.
It's actual dough and yeah.
Who's got the best pretzel?
Who has the best pretzel?
Yes.
Like what? Like
Yeah. I mean, what pretzel place has the best pretzel?
I mean, I go to the Philadelphia Pretzel Factory.
That's where the best
And
ones are.
They've got the franchise, so
Yeah.
they're all over.
So my buddy Pitts, who's going to be on the show soon,
Yep.
he's also from Philadelphia, also a whack job, and just obsessed with the Philadelphia Eagles, the Philadelphia Flyers. Help me out, more teams.
Sixers, Phillies.
Yes, the Sixers. Yeah, and loves the cheese steaks and the tasty cakes.
Tasty cakes.
And he's got a
You're
song
talking
called
like it's a different language.
Well, but it is, though. See, so why do you call it cheese steaks? It's a steak and cheese sandwich, Sal.
No, it's not.
But here we say it's a steak with cheese on it. So it's a steak and cheese sandwich. and you call it a cheese steak. I don't understand how that makes sense.
Well, you're not from Philly. It doesn't really matter
not.
to you. Yeah.
I guess not. So who's got, and you were telling me there's different kinds. I've never had an authentic Philadelphia cheesesteak before.
I'm not partial to the different ways of chopping up the steak, but there are ways that you can have, like, it's a plank steak, so it's, it's not chopped up in fine little pieces. It's just one slice of not one slice, but a couple slices of steak.
Yeah.
Or they chop it up into, small little
Will you
pieces.
come on the show sometime and make me a steak and cheese?
I will make you a cheesesteak. Yep. I will make you a cheesesteak.
You will?
I will.
You promise?
Absolutely.
I have your word.
Yeah.
And you're bringing some tasty cakes?
Sure.
So what's the tasty cake? It says, how's this fare up to a Hostess Twinkie?
Don't even talk about Hostess. The hell is a Hostess?
I know. I already know you're partial to your Hershey chocolate.
Hershey, yep. And actually, Hershey and Yingling they're coming out with their chocolate porter.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I would love to try that.
I gotta get it. It's not
out
yet.
So what's a tasty cake?
It's like a cupcake.
It's like a cupcake
that comes in it's prepackaged cupcakes.
Yeah,
two per pack, and most of them. And they're delicious.
All right. Yep. I'm so curious now.
I know. I forgot to bring them back when I came back.
That's all right. That's all right. You
I got the Yingling. I got the important
You got
part.
the Yingling, and you brought me a little bit of pretzel, which, my God, that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. But I'm really hoping to have an authentic
cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak, yes, cheesesteak at some point.
Yep.
So you get home often?
Occasionally.
Yeah. But you like to shoot in Philadelphia?
Oh, yeah. I like to shoot wherever I am. No matter where I go, I have my camera.
Yeah, I'm sure.
In Philly, unfortunately, again, I don't have any of the photos. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl,
yeah,
Laura and I went down for the excuse me. Youngling's coming back to me. But
you went down for the parade.
Went down for the parade, and it was epic. We were right up against the fence, and all the players came right by us.
Did you have an accident in your pants when the Eagles won the Super Bowl?
Just about.
Almost.
Yeah, not quite.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't. A lot of other grown men did. Have been waiting a lot longer than I have for it. I'm not quite old enough to remember the last time that they won, but
right.
It was epic. It was
wow.
A great game, great parade. The parade was huge.
I'm sure it was.
We were down there at I think it was like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
In the city by 5 a.m.
Wow.
At the train station by 3 a.m.
Wow.
And it was nuts. People were in line 2 days prior getting tickets to get on the train to get down into Philly.
Oh my God.
They sold out in hours.
That's so cool, man.
Yep.
I would love to go to the city and check it out.
Oh, you have to.
I'd love to go there for a good week or two.
Yeah.
It'd be so great. Yeah. I'd come back fat, carved
Easy
up.
Easy to do in Philly.
Hey, before we finish up,
yeah.
Any other shots that we should pull up here? What about
How about the rose? The rose is one of the other ones we had printed.
The rose, yes. And I think Billy's got it as number 19.
Yeah, he's got it. He's good.
This is Sal Crescenti, who is my guest on Aired Out, an incredible photographer who has been shooting in, all over the place.
All over, yeah.
But loves shooting in New England. What about number 17? Have we seen that one yet?
I don't know. Which one's that?
Number 17. Billy will pull it up for us.
Oh, yeah. No, we haven't seen that one yet. That is frost on a window.
Yeah.
Unlike the trees one. But, yeah, that is frost. Real cold morning up in Northfield.
Yeah.
Again, before I had the job. And just shooting anything and everything. This was a little bit of editing. I will give you that. I did some post work on this to really make that frost pop. But I thought it turned out pretty cool.
Amazing.
It was right on the window. Yep.
Picture 21, Billy, if you have it, is the chickadee.
Yep.
I love it, man. Look at that. You shot that right at your house.
Right at my house. Yep. snacking.
And number 20 is one of the pictures that we have here on the desk. The sap buckets during the spring. Man, I can literally smell the air in that shot right there.
Yep, it was pretty cool. That was right down the street from our house. And I was like, wait a minute, like, I need to pull over. You know, this is a Vermont photo. Like,
of course.
If you ever saw one, this is a Vermont photo.
Yeah.
And he just had the buckets all up and down this side of the road here, and walked up, snapped the photo, and ended up, meeting the owners, and they're pretty cool. I'm looking forward to, maybe going out with them next year while they sugar and everything, and see it firsthand.
And the last one I think we have is number 18, which is so.
That's another shot all Vermonters will know.
I'm guessing it's wood chips.
No, not wood chips. It's a stack of wood. That's a cord of wood.
Oh my God.
Yep, just looking at it like a side view angle of it, and that was actually right after I stacked it. The sun's coming in from the garage door, and I was exhausted, but I was like, "Hey, that's kind of a cool shot."
Very cool
Ran
shot.
in, grabbed my camera.
Look at the saw marks.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Sal Crescenti, my guest, a Philadelphia photographer who, again, as I said earlier, is really making a name for himself here in New England. You can find him on Facebook. How do we find you on Facebook?
At PIC333. So that's PIC, the number 3, the word 30, and the number 3. So it's PIC333.
Okay, on Facebook.
Facebook and Instagram.
Instagram. And these pictures, everything that you've seen tonight, these pictures are for sale.
Oh, yeah.
Sal's got them. I can't believe this rose with that black frame, and black and white and red. I mean, that's amazing. Yep. You are so talented, my man.
Thank you.
So talented. I wish you all of the best, and I only hope that you'll come back.
Of course.
Cook me up a steak and cheese sandwich.
Steak sandwich. Cheese steak.
And we'll get some Yingling going again.
Absolutely.
Cheers, my man.
Cheers.
And listen, I'm looking forward to seeing more of your fall time shots and your winter shots coming up. It's going to be a great year for you.
Thank you.
If you'd like to get in touch with Sal, maybe hire him to do a drone shot of your property or what have you, family portrait, pictures of your animals at home, weddings. What else? What else am I thinking of?
Anything and everything.
Engagement shots, anything.
Proposals, maternity.
You'll do it.
Kids. Anything. Just reach out.
Good luck to you, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks to Billy tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Billy. Appreciate all the flexibility with
all
the photos.
Billy's amazing. The guy's unbelievable, and he's just really starting to get his hands wet producing, and he's doing such a great job. As a matter of fact, he's taking the wheel Wednesday night right here on Aired Out. I'm going to give Billy the opportunity to sit down and shoot the shit with me, and
that's awesome.
Maybe ask me a few questions, or maybe I'll interview him a little bit. But this guy, man, he's such a cool dude, and the name Billy Waite. I mean, is that not a badass name?
Very cool.
He's got a new podcast that's going to be getting some traction here soon called Wait a Minute. So check it out. He's from Williamstown. He's a great, great kid. I look forward to having him on Wednesday night, 5:30 live right here. From the CVTV studio, Central Vermont Television. Thanks to Sal Crescenti, Tony Campos here at CVTV, Billy Waite, Abubakar, Fly on the Wall Productions, bringing it to you along with just a whole bunch of great people who have supported this, from Newton Wells over at Peak Entertainment to, Jason Gauthier. Gauthier's Quality Grounds and Maintenance of Orange, Project Independence. Man, they're going to be in here real soon. I look forward to it. Fontaine Forestry and Millworks. Have a great rest of your night. Be good to one another, and we'll catch you Wednesday night right here on YouTube and on CVTV. This is another Aired Out.